We are in the kitchen cooking with my very favorite friend and now relatively close neighbor. She loves me so much, she like follows me now. It's like scary.
Well, there's good food by you now, all the time.
Well, I just have to knock on the door and
That's
ask
right.
what breakfast is, and voila, there it is. So, Lana, you are going to do what kind of cooking?
We're gonna make a pasta puttanesca today.
What is puttanesca?
You really want to know?
Well, I know, but I want to make sure that everybody knows. I know everything about pasta.
Okay, well, I can tell you what goes into a pasta puttanesca.
Sure.
Usually it's any type of seafood.
Okay.
It is tomato-based.
Yes.
And capers and olives.
As simple and clean as that.
Very simple and clean.
And you've done a nice twist to make it even healthier.
Yes, so being that pasta's delicious, I love a good bowl of pasta,
Sure,
but sometimes you feel heavy, you feel guilty. We're gonna make vegetable noodles with our spiralizer.
Now, my background is in obviously health and wellness, but in low carbing or reduced carb, and so the spiral gadgets are
fantastic.
Let's get going.
Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna add a bit of the flaxseed oil into our pan.
Perfect.
Then we're gonna turn that on.
This is a pretty fancy gizmo that you have going here.
Yes, it's a little trickier than the handheld ones.
Yeah.
But it does give us really nice noodles on the other end.
Oh, beautiful.
And so there we go with our carrot. The only thing with this one, though, is that it does leave you with these funny mushroom-shaped vegetable pieces.
But let's be clear. Alana is Alana, and she could have bought the $20 version at any store. She went online and bought the Japanese version of the turning slicer, which was like $100.
Something like that, 80 to 100. But it's supposed to last.
That's Alana for you. You couldn't have picked it up when we were in Japan? No.
I probably should have.
This one's actually a pretty fancy one.
And so we'll do our daikon next. We got carrot, we got daikon, we got zucchini for noodles.
Okay.
In the pan now, we've got our flax oil, we've got some anchovies, garlic, shallots, and chili flakes.
Okay, and daikon is a Japanese radish. In the store, you'll see it as that very long, we'll grab one, a long white radish. Not too spicy.
Not very spicy, very mild in flavor, but it does have that radishy texture.
It holds itself up against cooking and fermenting as well, so.
Wonderful for pickling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you know what, when you have all these veggie ends afterwards, if you happen to get this one, you can pickle them. You have little mushrooms.
It's true.
Afterwards.
Yeah, perfect. And zucchini.
Perfect. And
I've only ever done zucchini.
Zucchini's really easy, and it's because it's fun. They're called zoodles when you when you do the zucchini noodles. And so there we go. We've sweat that up, and what we're going to do is we are going to add a little bit of tomato paste.
If you are trying to reduce whites or sugars or carbs out of your diet, zucchini is a great option, even if you're doing a lasagna, slicing it flat and putting it in place of noodles as well. It will trick your brain to thinking that you are actually getting a bit of a noodle fix.
And it really is a very healthy squash.
It is, right?
That you can get year-round, which is wonderful. So there we go. We've got the tomatoes in there as well.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
And we're just going to add our white wine.
Oh, you poured that fast. I didn't get a chance to.
Well, what's cooking without wine?
I was going to just taste test it for you first.
Oh, don't worry.
Got rid
It'll
of it
be
so
good.
quickly.
We'll finish up our noodles quickly here.
So this is, what are you getting from it from a nutritional standpoint?
From a nutritional standpoint, you are definitely getting your vitamins.
Yeah.
And in terms of your fish in here, a little bit of anchovies, we've got some prawns and the flax oil, you're getting your omega-3s.
Okay.
Yeah, which is very healthy, very good for us. And then because we're getting all the vitamins and minerals from the vegetables, your body's gonna be able to absorb the omega-3s quite well. You're gonna get fiber, but you're staying away from the heavy carbs, right? The carrots are gonna be the most carbs you're gonna get.
And if you are following a vegan, vegetarian diet, certainly just remove the fish.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Carry on with the rest of the recipe and you're still getting...
And it would still be delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna put some shrimp in there, some capers and olives.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So tell me some of the stuff you've been doing recently. What's going on in the world of Atlanta?
Mommy world. A lot of baby food making at home because he actually started solids not long ago and he's loving it and I'm loving it.
You know, I think a lot of people think that it's a lot of work to cook real food for your child.
It isn't. I mean, I know it's really easy to go, and you know what, in terms of store-bought options now, there's a lot out there. You know, the squeezy-go things, there's a lot of good baby food out there. But when I make it myself, I know exactly what does and doesn't go into it. And then I just freeze it in little individual portions afterwards.
Are you making it like on a weekly basis or?
Weekly or once every 2 weeks.
Oh, see?
As long as you have enough in the freezer. And I freeze it as soon as it's made, so once it's thawed, it's almost like it was done fresh.
Perfect.
So what I am gonna do is a little bit of salt though. A little bit of kosher salt.
And she has a good baby. The first baby is always good. It's the second ones that, because if you had a fussy first one, you would never get pregnant again. So
That would scare you.
right?
So we're gonna add our noodles in. And because they're just fresh veggies, they don't take very long to cook. So there, this is actually time saving as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have a pot on with pasta water. We're gonna give that a quick toss in there.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Now, are you, like, how long are you cooking this for? I guess you don't want to overdo it because you want to get that el dente from the...
That's right, you want the noodles to be fresh. You want them to be warmed up a little bit. You want the shrimp to be warm, but you don't want the shrimp to be overcooked.
Yep.
So in the pan, maximum maybe a minute or two, depending on how hot your heat is.
Yep.
And that's it.
What I love about this dish too, you come to a supermarket like Palm Market, and it literally is, you go on the outside aisles and you're getting your veg, you're getting your seafood, you know, your spices are coming from fresh spices as well. So it truly is a very good meal, healthy for you.
Healthy, quick and healthy, right? And that's, I think that's what's intimidating a lot of the times when it comes to cooking for yourself at home.
Sure.
And so if we're gonna plate this up now.
Dying to try this one. Let me just pull this over here for you, Lana. 1 second.
Oh, thank you, there's a hole there.
Just right here, yeah.
Watch your
fine.
head. And so,
My goodness, that's beautiful.
and the thing with these noodles is they are very long.
It looks like pasta noodles.
It looks like pasta noodles.
If you want this recipe or more from Chef Alana Peckham, all her healthy, nutritious, I can smell a bit of the wine.
A little bit, don't worry, it gets cooked off.
Or not, which
Or
is
not.
fine. If you want her recipe, certainly go on to Aliga's website or ours. Alana, thank you so much for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Alana.